Today, the market is progressively healing. The price of Shiba Inu has at last shown minor fluctuations. Analysts are missing these signs. For Shiba Inu, it's right now a make or break issue. Still, something big occurred today. About 151 billion Shiba Inu vanished. It has lately been revived. And this might just enable Shiba Inu to once again achieve fresh all-time highs. What is happening? And what on earth am I even debating? Allow me to clarify then. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. At last, Shiba Inu are showing some vitality. The price recovered today to offset all the losses after yesterday's catastrophic collapse. Still, the odd thing is that it is little less than 1%. Indeed, not exactly a huge gathering, but that little action was sufficient to change the whole attitude. The air seems different right away. People are returning to be optimistic about Shiba Inu, much as they recently executed some quite significant comeback. It like the collision never ever occurred. But things aren't as good as they appear when you back off and consider the whole picture. Shiba is red on the weekly chart still, seated on approximately a 4% loss. Therefore, even if today's tiny resurgence is commendable, more ground has to be covered before we can really label it as a recovery. And now things start to get interesting. Shiba Inu's pricing is not haphazard. Actually, it developed a trend not seen since July last year. One expert noted it, and it turns out that Shiba Inu's daily chart's recent price decline line up exactly with something known as a death cross. Now, should you not know, a death cross occurs when a short-term moving average falls below the deeper-term moving average. Usually considered as a negative indication, this indicates that the declining momentum could be around for some time. Actually, this is the first significant death cross we will have witnessed in 2025. Shiba Inu's last significant moving average was the exact reverse, a golden cross, in which case the short-term average rises above the lengthy one. That occurred in November, and about 1 month later, Shiba Inu shot to fresh highs. Before that, the most fresh death cross occurred in July when Shiba Inu sank rock bottom before entering a protracted consolidation period. Following that, however, the trend totally reversed and began to grow once again. Thus, should history repeat itself, we could be examining something identical this time. Before Shiba Inu moves significantly, there is a time of price stability. And here is another fascinating fact. Shiba Inu trillionaires are gradually vanishing. The swiftly declining count of wallets containing billions of Shiba Inu might be a major indication for the remaining owners. The on-chain data does not exactly provide a nice image. More selling stress in the market as these huge investors begin to lower their holdings might complicate price stability. Just 49 wallets now hold over 1 trillion Shiba Inu, a somewhat significant decrease from past times. These big holders have always been essential in maintaining the stability of the market, hence it is rather important to notice their declining numbers. It implies that some of the largest investors could be spreading their Shiba Inu ownership across many wallets or dumping their animals altogether. This might have a long-lasting effect on Shiba Inu's future, whether it's a change in market approach or evidence that trust is evaporating among the major participants. The truth is, however, there is still something you should know about Shiba Inu, and this could even help the community to get some hope. While the trillionaires are vanishing, another group has been expanding. About 360 fresh Shiba Inu wealthy individuals have been documented throughout the last year. You are correct. Shiba Inu containing wallets, valued at least $1 million, surged from slightly under 600 to around 900, and this rise accompanied the remarkable price surge of the token at that period. Now, Shiba Inu have had their fair share of ups and downs, not a secret. Prices dropped about 27% in the previous month alone, not too great. Interestingly enough, however, high-value owners are really growing. Increasing numbers of wallets are piling significant quantities of Shiba Inu, suggesting that major players may be silently collecting. Even addresses with more than $10 million value of Shiba Inu have becoming more common. Usually, such sort of activity suggests increasing interest from whales or maybe even certain institutional investors. Therefore, even if there has been some volatility, some deep money investors seem to be still banking on Shiba Inu's future. The worst part is Shiba Inu just keeps growing stronger. One piece of information from the internet set the community ablaze as it reveals that Shiba Inu now boasts about 840,000 more addresses. There is a huge tsunami of fresh users entering the ecology. Shiba Inu has been silently expanding behind the scenes even with all the financial hardships throughout 2024, particularly after that significant decline from its peak. Blockchain research shows that Shiba Inu addresses overall have surged over the last year. The network had over 3.8 million addresses in February, and now, 1 year later, that figure has skyrocketed above 4.6 million. Shiba Inu therefore seen much greater expansion this past year than it did in 2023 and 2024. Now, it's important to note that a significant portion of this rise comes from addresses that now show no balance. Still, those figures have increased even if our exclusive concentration is on Shiba Inu residences that are genuinely occupied. The fact that numerous new addresses are cropping up points to the continued interest in Shiba Inu not waning. It is doing the reverse. Whether they are purchasing, holding, or merely organizing accounts in preparation for something significant, more individuals are becoming engaged. And here's the bizarre bit. Speaking of enormous amounts, Coinbase just revealed a story on a mystery whale using Shiba Inu, making some rather significant movements. Though the digital currency market has recently been somewhat quiet, there is clearly activity behind the scenes. Whales are changing their holdings, big transactions are still under process, and wallets are being managed by exchanges. And in the midst of all this, something rather fascinating occurred with Shiba Inu. A few weeks after gathering a jaw-dropping 151 billion Shiba Inu, valued few million USD collection, an unidentified wallet transferred all of it to Coinbase. Here is where it gets strange, however. Not shortly after, the identical coins were taken out of Coinbase in 2 different transactions and subsequently returned straight back to the exchange, one massive transfer a week later. Nobody is certain about what is happening here. It may be a whale paying out, a major player rearranging their assets, or something else totally. Whatever the motivation, however, this kind of movement generally indicates something significant is developing in the Shiba Inu marketplace. And just when issues couldn't get much greater, Shiba Inu underwent a significant movement in another trade. Something that might fundamentally change things is Binance US just restored back the Shiba Inu and USD trading pair today. This is a major deal as it simplifies trading Shiba Inu. Direct USD access back in action helps traders avoid jumping through unnecessary hurdles to purchase or sell, hence generating a new wave of activity. And should trade volume increase, we could see some actual momentum beginning to gather once again. Such actions might cause costs to skyrocket. Now when the buzz is back, $1 Shiba Inu might be feasible, same as what we said in our last videos. And with such large movements like these, one is sure it will return shortly. More accessibility generates more interest generates more demand. Shiba Inu may be building up something major if enough traders get back in. And investors are beginning to feel the buzz once again as all this positive news mounts. One expert really just came out and suggested Shiba Inu would see huge returns in 2025. Recently, Shiba Inu's trade volume has been rising steadily, surging by a somewhat large amount and driving the price towards better trend lines. But the truth is this. The bears still have control on the market, even if a bull run seems to be in development. Shiba Inu has suffered over the previous month, moving from a more expensive range to a less one. Having said that, the patterns show some actual promise. Should everything go as planned, Shiba Inu might be en route to recover those days of enormous profits. However, should its support level fall short, there is also a possibility it may sink considerably more prior to a rebound. Although buyers and sellers are now engaged in a struggle, With all the buzz developing, things may change dramatically really soon. Therefore, maybe the wisest action right now is to be optimistic and preserve the faith in front of all these fluctuations, uncertainty, and market worry. Like Lucy, the head marketing for Shiba Inu tweeted recently, simply said, "Everything is down." When that occurs, it's natural to start questioning, jump ship, and pursue assets that appear like they would perform better. Clearly, however, don't let fear rule you. Her advice was loud and unambiguous. Avoid spreading panic. Follow your gut feeling. Purchase what you believe in. She even claimed to be more confident than ever, content with her current situation, and to still make little purchases wherever she can. This reminds us that markets cycle and that patience is very vital. Shiba Inu has had difficult times previously, but it has also produced some amazing returns. Perhaps this marks just another turn in that narrative. But how do you see this? Please find comments below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.